change your life. Powered by Asian Paints Apex Ultima in association with Hindalco Everlast, Aluminium, Roofing and Structural. Casabella Trivandrum, express your sense and style. Federal Bank, your perfect banking partner. And Laboratory Induction Cooktop.
Hello viewers and welcome back to your favorite show, Idea Dream Home Season 4. Yes, we are back on the quest to find the most elegant home in Kerala. As always, in the journey we have with us our eminent panel of judges joining us. We have with us architect Ruben D. Koshi from Studio 5 Trivandrum. Welcome to the show, sir. We also have with us architect and planner Maya Gomez from Gomez and Associates Trivandrum. She's also a national award winner in research. Welcome to the show, ma'am. Thank you. We also have with us interior designer Mr. Harish Krishnan from Rich Life Interiors Trivandrum. Welcome to the show, sir. Meera, we know you are in a new destination and we are all waiting to see which is a new destination. It's all over to you, Meera.
Hey, hello guys. Well, the search for the most elegant home on Idea Dream Home Season 4 has brought me to a city that is often described as a city of 3 L's. Letters, latex and lakes. Well, yes, in the district of Kottayam, to be precise, in Tarapura, is our next contestant. A tough competitor, Vallabhasheri House is being owned by Dr. Binoy and Mrs. Lakshmi. Well, yes, the Vallabhasheri House is a 3-storied building with a cellar, a first floor and a second floor. This 5-bedroom house is being constructed on a 9-cent site covering 4,000 square feet. Well friends, come on, I'm not going to give away all the details right in the beginning. You've got to stay with me to know more. Follow me. I feel lots of geometrical shapes being used here. I would say predominantly squares. More and more of squares I can find out here. Let's start right from the entrance because the gates, the walls, all over you can find lots of rectangular shapes. The color scheme is what I noted here. You have the earth color out there. That gives a very soft feeling. Once you get into the house, I mean you have this soft feeling when you come in. Well guys, coming to the wall. Actually it's stone clad wall. It's not rubble, it's actually stone. Natural stone that is being cut and used there. Coming to the other feature, I'm sure you did notice a giant window out there. A very huge one covering the entire size of the building. And yes, there's another feature I noted here. I thought there is some peculiar structure that's being constructed out there. That's actually well. But then it's got a different shape outside. It's got this again square shape. I think there's a craze for square shape here. I think I'm also expecting more squares inside. Well friends, looking for more and more squares and rectangles, I am going in. Well guys, I know you're expecting me to step in, but before that I've got an important aspect that I really need to tell you. It's about the door. It's not made of wood, it's a metal door. You know, correct? Well, it's a metal door and not only that, it's imported from Korea. Plus, it's very easy on the pocket. It costs only 25,000 to fix the entire thing. Well friends, all I have to tell you is follow me because I've opened the door. The rest is for us to see. Let's go. Well guys, the metal door has led me into a huge hall. Well, I would call it a lovely world because it's a world in itself. Different areas I can find in the hall. Coming to another area, an open dining space, an open breakfast table, an open kitchen. More importantly, I would stress an open kitchen because usually kitchens are closed. It's found in a secluded area. Guys, as you guessed, I am in the kitchen of the house. Well, I should say this looks like a chessboard. Alright, what I'm trying to say is that you've got black and white theme over here. I think even the hall, I did find the combination, but here it's very prominent. Even the properties that have been used include, you know, the refrigerator, the microwave oven, all that have got the black and white shade. I think that is something, a brilliant idea. And of course, you do have lots of shelves, countertop cooking range, electric chimney, quite a modern kitchen I must say. You have a separate niche provided for the microwave oven. Plus, you also have an open crockery shelf. Well guys, the kitchen has got open shelves, but now I'm going to talk about the closed shelves. This shelf has got a peculiarity. One thing, it's made of marine plywood with automotive paint over it. Doesn't it sound interesting? Well guys, I have lots and lots of information coming all the way for you, but then you need to take a look at the kitchen before I take you there. Bedroom for you? No, not open exactly. I've been calling every room open, so I thought I'll call this also open. Two huge windows, very good for air circulation, but for privacy's sake, you also have the blinds there, so you can pull down that anytime you want. Again, cost-effective mechanism. You have got the wood finish, plywood actually. Plywood is being used for all the shelves plus the storage area. Again, cost-effective mechanism, and then you have got the flooring. Flooring again is laminated wood paneling. You have got a false ceiling plus mood lights over this. Well guys, I know you would like to take a closer look at all the details that I just mentioned. Go ahead. Well my dear friends, this is a little bathroom that's attached to the kids' bedroom. Well, coming to the main speciality, the thing is, you've got pergolas up there. It opens to the terrace. You also have a polycarbonate sheet. In case you want it to be closed, you can close it. Otherwise, you can leave it open. You know what happens when you leave it open? If it's going to rain, you can actually feel the rain by coming into the toilet. You have seen lots of colors around me. That very clearly shows that this is the kids' bedroom. Lots of colors, lots of cartoon characters around. Guys, you know what? The stairs have led me into yet another lovely word. The first word that came out of my mouth on seeing this space was wow. I'll tell you many reasons for that. For one, this is a very, very huge, very spacious hall, and this can be converted into a home theater just by switching off the lights, because you've got this mood lighting system out here. Another highlight that I really found was some colors have been very smartly used over here. You've got two bedrooms, actually there are three bedrooms. Onto my left are two bedrooms, and the wall separating the two bedrooms has been painted blue. So that highlights the differentiation. Plus, you also have another wall with three niches provided so that that area can be lit up. There is also another doorway that I found in the hall. Curious as always, I wanted to know where that door leads us to. When immediately on opening it, I thought that is going to be an attic space. From an attic space into a partying space. Great ideas, I must say. Well friends, as you can see, I'm sort of comfortably seated out here and all set to watch a TV, or rather a cinema. So that means you guessed it right, my session is almost about to come to an end. It has to go through yet another serious phase, the judge's opinion. Well guys, as and when I tell you about serious things, I need to take a short break my guys. You go in for a break. Meantime, I guess I can watch a few films.
South India book SMS Ultima 56161 link.
കണ്ടില്ലേ നീലപ്പുഴ വലിയ വീടേ ഇല്ലെന്നാ GA റൂഫിന്റെ കളർ എന്തായാലും അത് ക്രമേണ തുരുമ്പിച്ച് പ്രാണാകും. എവർലാസ്റ്റ് കളർ അലുമിനിയം റൂഫിംഗ് ഷീറ്റുകൾ മാത്രം നൽകുന്നു ചന്തത്തിന് ചന്തം തുരുമ്പിക്കാതെ.
Your home is your life, and your sense of style gives life to it. Vibrant bed linen, pillows and covers, cushions and designer covers, elegant curtains, imported glassware and crockery, collectibles and decor, carpets and doormats, interior concepts and customized furniture. Casabella, Trivandrum, express your sense and style.
Welcome back to Idea Dream Home Season 4. Yes, that was Balakasheri Indra Square from Kottayam, owned by Dr. Binoy and Lakshmi. a lot we have to talk about this house. I personally love the house. Let's see what our architects and interior designers have to say. I'll start with Ruben sir as always.
Well, it's obvious that this house is really different from something that we have seen, and as you would even probably drive along, you notice it's very different. And then you further notice that the difference starts with the compound wall itself. You know? The compound wall is a mix of maybe contemporary horizontal lines with mud. It looks like it's mud plaster. So that's a good blend of the earthy plus the modern, you know. And then as your eyes focus on the building, it's like it's contemporary with a maybe cubist nature. And then you also notice two big glazed areas, looks like structural glazing. I mean, there's no harm in using structural glazing, but definitely a very different feel. Coming to the landscape, I definitely think that there's too much of paved area, and then the front area is almost completely paved with a few patches of green, very formal landscaping all along the edges.
Right.
And also that mud wall, the mud plastering on the wall, if an element of that was taken to the building too, maybe the stark difference between a contemporary building and the earthy mud wall could have been connected a wee bit, you know, maybe would have helped in the overall picture.
Yes. Okay. That's your take on the exteriors. Maya, what do you think? How did the exteriors justify for you?
Well, it's definitely a clean line and linear look that they've tried to achieve. I like the use of whites, greys and the texture brought in by the stone, definitely. However, I do feel they've played it too safe with the linear lines.
Yeah.
They haven't really broken out of it. I do see a kind of a skewed pattern in the paving, which is interesting. There's a darker area in the paving, which is at a diagonal. I feel they could have played with that a little more in the landscape, and they could have definitely taken it one notch higher.
Alright, okay. That's your take on the exteriors. Hari sir, what's your feeling about the exteriors, especially the landscaping, I will ask?
First, it really brings a feel of a corporate office.
Yeah.
That's what I felt. Korchumada landscape, added a greenish feel again. But from the entrance itself, they try to maintain some color balance. Like right now it is black and white, especially on that place, like color balancing. They have done it throughout this.
Right.
About the mud plastering, it really brings a very first attractive wall.
Certainly.
Also, I noticed that well, so either they closed it well, they hide it well.
The well is hid well. Right, okay. Anything on the exteriors you felt besides the colors? Well, you've already spoken about it. Great. Moving on to the spatial planning, I'll start with Maya then, and your thoughts on that.
I like the compact mass and the clean lines that they've tried to achieve. However, in the interiors, this does translate into a certain insularity, because there seems to be a disconnect between the outdoors and the inside, which is a bit of a pity in our weather, because they could have played more with the outdoor-indoor connection. Also, I feel that the spaces are large and they've been used well. There is a minimal use of circulation spaces, the staircase is neatly tucked away. So I feel more of the space has been given over to the living, actual living spaces, which is interesting. I do feel the house is slightly boxy because of the, probably the window openings could have been larger. It would have given it also a more contemporary look.
Right.
I would have liked to see at least one corner window so you break out from that boxiness. But on the whole, I think the space planning has been very well handled.
Great. Thank you, ma'am. Ruben sir, your take on the spatial planning.
Yeah, and I have a couple of points to what Maya was saying. I think at least the outside boxiness they have tried to maintain on the inside. I mean, at least they are consistent. And I like the large hall as you enter. So it's like, I think the important part about this house is the planning is an open plan. I mean, the living, dining, kitchen, everything is open. So your common spaces are really vibrant and visible, and they've tucked the kitchen to one side, so even maybe from the front door or from the living area you don't really see too much of what's happening in the kitchen area except the breakfast table. So that part is good. We saw the home theatre on top. It's a large area with one end of the wall of the screen and the other in the seating area, and the internal areas are where you go to the different
connected to other
rooms.
rooms.
So there's a broad cross path coming in between. One. Two is we saw a visual of the first bedroom. So a situation where a large window comes behind the headboard of the bed. Even that's not really a desirable kind of situation. I mean, like you should have either placed the windows on two sides or place the bed on a blank wall, or, ideally. So small mistakes here and there, but I think overall the outside concept is continued
inside also. Moving on to Harish sir, your take on the spatial planning.
Home theatre ഇത് മാത്രമല്ല, adding to that, acoustics, like ഇത്രയും വലിയൊരു hall വരുമ്പോൾ, that I don't know how they're going to enjoy the acoustics, like sound. Home theatre കുറച്ചും കൂടെ privacy ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു നമുക്ക്. And this is on the traffic ഇടയിൽ കൂടെ വരുമ്പോൾ. Then it is well planned and എല്ലാം നല്ല spacious ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. But like bathrooms, like they have single bathroom, but for two bedrooms. But I think bathroom in the welcome our dining room maybe to enjoy that spacious.
That's your take on the spatial planning. Moving on to the interior elements, Harish sir, I'll start with you only and your take on that.
Interior first, saying that colors
combination,
color combination. Master bedroom side a shelf windows in that shelf for cleaning purpose, like other windows at a height in a shelf counters. Then other customer height it would be much easier for cleaning purpose. Otherwise, outside space where dust can accumulate. Kids room and kitchen, black and white concept.
They maintain the same concept as outside, the grey and the black and white concept. That was your opinion on the interiors. Moving on to Maya ma'am.
Well, I feel the use of black and white is, of course, again coming from the exterior into the interior. That is very noticeable. However, I feel they've used wood a lot, and there's a slight mismatch there. Because if they had stuck to the black, white, and the contemporary colors and a few accent colors, it would have been more in keeping with the overall theme. However, they've used a lot of wood in teak color, which I feel is a little incongruous there. I also think, I like the fact that they've used color on certain walls, but it seems to be only on one plane, that is only on the vertical plane. It hasn't come onto the floor, it hasn't gone onto the ceiling. So it doesn't look finished in that sense. It's just one wall of color standing there by itself, which could have been translated into the flooring and probably bags in the ceiling as well. Also the fans, ceiling fans are always a bit of a ISO in rooms, and when you have ceiling fans with lights and they don't look contemporary, they are the ones, organouts, the older kind of ones. Again, that stands out in the video. That's what I found. So these are my thoughts on the interiors.
Ruben sir.
Yeah, I also agree with what they have to say. Only in one bedroom you had these warm tones, that is the wood predominantly, and also some loose furniture in the dining table. But even on the outside and on the inside, more cool colors were used. It's like white, greys, blues, reds on that. One bedroom you have a lot of really warm tones, really teakish kind of shades. So whether it is intentional or not, I don't know. Of course, I like the staircase handrail. Very contemporary, very stainless steel matte kind of finish, contemporary looking is nice. Bathroom tiles. I mean, the colors probably are okay, but laying them on a crisscross check pattern, whether that's contemporary, I don't know. I mean, you would probably want to highlight one wall with a particular color, but absolutely a check pattern throughout, whether that's very contemporary in approach, I don't know really.
It's a food for thought.
But other than that, I mean, they try to be consistent on the other use of colors and other things. Not a bad thematic continuity is there. At least in all the common areas very well actually.
Right. That brings to the special feature element here, Ruben sir. What did you think was the special feature for Vallabhesheri?
Yeah, I think the special feature for me is probably the total approach to the design. I mean, bold approach to design and living.
Right.
I think that is what I would be credit.
Give credit to. Right, great. The bold approach of the house. Moving on to Maya ma'am, what did you think is the special
I think for me also the X factor would be the exterior, the overall look of the house. Very different look. It would also be this little element in the kids' bathroom, which is the pergola, which lets in rainwater. I love that connection between indoors and outdoors, and I'm sure the child enjoys it too.
Sure.
So that would be another big draw for me in this particular design.
That's like a very small thing but so important. Probably their kids love getting wet in rain and they kept that in mind while making the house. Isn't that amazing?
The interior outdoor connection, at least it happens in that one small space, you know.
Moving on to Harish sir, what did you think is a special feature?
The thing which impressed me is the color combination, how they have tried to give color. It is not an easy job. Like colors from exterior to interior, certainly it is not a very easy job actually.
Yeah.
So I think
they've done a great job with the color scheme. Right, that brings us to the end of discussion, covering all the 4 elements for Vallabhesheri Indra Square from Kottayam, owned by Dr. Binoy and Lakshmi. Well, before we move on to the scoring part for Vallabhesheri, let's go for a small commercial break and come back, yes, on Idea Dream Home Season 4.
South India book club SMS cheyu Ultima 56161 link.
Your home is your life, and your sense of style gives life to it. Vibrant bed linen, pillows and covers, cushions and designer covers, elegant curtains, imported glassware and crockery, collectibles and decor, carpets and doormats, interior concepts and customized furniture. Casabella, Trivandrum. Express your sense and style.
Welcome back to Idea Dream Home Season 4. We are ready to discuss for Vallabhesheri Indra Square. Let's hear it from Ruben sir first. His scores for the exteriors and landscaping. Sir.
I have a 23.
23 out of 30. Great. Mine your scores.
24 for the exterior.
24, that's a great score, definitely out of 30. Harry sir?
23.
23 again out of 30. Moving on to the spatial planning. So your scores on that?
22.
22 again out of 30. My man?
1 mark more, 23.
23. Alright, let's see if it's elevating further.
22.
22, okay. Moving on to the interior elements. Ruben sir?
23 for me.
23, okay. Ma'am?
20 for me.
20, alright.
I give 24.
24, great. Moving on to the special feature out of 10. Ruben sir?
6.
That's for the exteriors, right? Ma'am?
6 for X factor.
6 for the X factor. Harry sir?
7.
7, great. So 7 for the color combination, that was your X factor, and the exterior elements and the whole concept of bringing in such a unique idea. Yes, we have the final score out of 100 from each of the judges, and let's start from Ruben sir first. Sir?
My total is 74.
74 out of 100, not a bad score, definitely ma'am.
73.
73, alright. Are we elevating here, sir?
76.
Yes, Harish sir is giving 76. So we have a score of 74 from Ruben sir, 73 from my man, and a 76 from Harish sir. Yes, we have the final score for Vallabhesheri Indra Square from Kottayam. The total score out of 300 is 223. Congratulations. Before moving on to the last section for this episode, I have to thank our eminent panel of judges for coming down here and helping us judge the contestant house. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the last segment of Idea Dream Home Season 4. It is the designer's choice, and let's see who the designer for the day is.